Scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet's like really fucking hot, right? Bird eye. Let's go with the bird eye. Ridiculous. Measuring market sentiment in Scoville units. Actually, I love it. My GME calls are definitely not closing green, but they're up a little bit, which is cool. SPX is getting really weirdly volatile into close again. Ding ding. The day is done. All right, guys. So, big short on Upstart today instead of GME. GME actually performing pretty well, outperforming the market, up 4.53%. Upstart down 2.48, but already back up, well, 0.1 in after hours. We'll see how this goes. SPX with a huge climb today, 136 basis points, $53. Just ripping into those like 400 towards those 450, 410, and 4100 calls that have continued to build up to the upside. I think we might have a couple more days of SPX upside left. I do think that it's starting to wear thin, and I'm going to be leveraging into some farther dated put positions pretty soon. I already have a little bit, but I'm going to be building them up a little more heavily now. Especially after we get past this week and like next Monday's price action, and move towards, some more uncertainty with the Fed and with inflation. Fubo just had the shit shorted out of it today. It's super liquid. If it does run for OPEX, don't expect it to be crazy. It might hit like $5 or $6. I highly doubt it hits Gamma Max. It could, but it's unlikely. Some other things in the basket look like they're starting to move around. We've seen some covering on JWM. We've seen some covering on Macy's. Both of those moving up pretty hard over the last few days, which is a good sign. Obviously GME is one of the more risky parts of that XRT basket, and so we may not see covering till tomorrow morning. I know we're closing in on the end of T+2, but I'm still pretty bullish. It's tough. If you got an opportunity and you want to stay in it, you can average down. If you don't think it's going to run, plan accordingly. But yeah, tomorrow is the last day for any potential price action from OPEX. How likely is after hours price action? Pre-market probably more likely than after hours, but we'll see. Obviously, a big move in pre-market would be very indicative. JW earnings right now too. They were just waiting for that to cover XRT. That's possible. JWN's not as volatile as GME either. So remember that they really cover those positions from least volatile to most volatile, right? So you usually see things that don't have very high implied volatility covered first, and then it kind of works its way up. Or at least that's the only correlation I can find. I don't know if that's really causation or not, but it's common sense would indicate that that's the right way to do it. If Upstart doesn't run by 9 a.m. tomorrow, cut it loose. Oh no, I wouldn't cut it loose at 9 a.m. I'm holding my Upstart position regardless. I'm gonna roll average, buy more. I'm not cutting loose any Upstart. I will reposition if it doesn't run by the end of day tomorrow. But I will not cut anything loose. Still targeting 10 to 15% for GME, for GM. Yeah, I mean, if we get an OPEX run, that's the general range that we fizzle out in. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Fingers crossed. I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night, guys.